Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kath, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today's video is going to be different. I haven't done a hair video in ages, but today we are celebrating my 3-year grow out journey. I completed my grey hair transition probably about 8 months ago now. So every single strand of hair on my head is completely natural. But in 2020, along with the rest of the world, when it all stopped, a lot of us made some changes and a lot of ladies decided to embrace their natural silver hair, and it became quite a movement, and I'm very proud to be part of that movement. And it has been exactly 3 years since the pandemic started. Crazy. But we are going to focus on the positives of that journey. So today I'm going to discuss my hair, and I'm going to talk about the challenges that I've faced, still continue to face, and the products that I use in my hair, not necessarily for silver hair, just in general. So guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. So I don't even know where to start. This video is very much, I'm just winging it with this video. I don't know where to start with it. So let's just start with why I started growing out my hair. If you've not watched any of my videos before about my grow out journey, I'm going to post my playlist up here of like my monthly check-in when I did those. So when 2020 hit, when March 13th, when that hit with the pandemic and went into lockdown in the UK, I was literally going to be getting my roots dyed that weekend. So I'm going to insert some pictures of my hair before I started growing it out. And my hair was a solid black brown. I used to get it dyed every 4 to 6 weeks at the hairdressers, just my roots. And because all my grey is at the front, I always thought that my whole head would be grey. So I was due to have my roots done that Saturday. I think we went into lockdown like Wednesday or Thursday. And I thought, oh, it'll just be a couple of weeks, you know, I can wait. And then weeks turned into weeks and weeks. And in the end, I was like, no, I'm just gonna go with it and see what it looks like. Everybody else seemed to be doing it, and it was a kind of thing like, well, no one's seeing us anyway, so who cares? And then when I started watching YouTube videos on it and people started talking about it on Instagram and stuff, I was like, this could actually be really fun. Anyway, cut to, and I absolutely love it. My hair has never been healthier. I get so many compliments on my hair because the grey is at the front, and I don't know if it's just me or if I'm just used to it now, but I don't really see it as grey. I just see it as like just highlights of colour, like grey's a colour, so it's just highlights of colour. But my hair itself is just so healthy, and that is down to the products that I use on my hair, the heat styling tools that I use and things like that, which I will go into. So I'm very lucky in that I've not had many negative comments about my hair. Like when I first started dyeing it, lots of people were like, oh my God, aren't you scared of looking older, blah, blah, blah. And of course I was, you know, that is the main thing, isn't it? You think about grey hair and immediately you start thinking of little old ladies with their hair in like rollers and stuff, or like a purple rinse and all that kind of stuff. And it's not like that anymore. Like being grey or silver doesn't mean that you have to have that kind of dress sense. You're not going to suddenly turn into a 70-year-old overnight. So I really like that women now have changed the narrative on what it means to have silver hair. We are creating our own narrative. We are making it completely fresh, completely new, and completely okay to have grey hair. So let's get into the fun stuff. Let me talk about some products, what I use and why, and let's just get into that. So I'm going to talk about shampoo and conditioner first of all. So these are my absolute holy grail. So we have the Philip Kingsley, get that in there. The Philip Kingsley, and this is the body building shampoo. I have used this for years and years and years. I totally recommend it. My hair is fine. There isn't a great deal of it. It looks quite good today, but I have used my like volumizing stuff and things like that, so it does look quite thick, but it really is not. And then I have the Philip Kingsley Moisture Balancing Conditioner. So this kind of gives your hair that really great body, and then this kind of gets the balance together and like just completely makes your hair totally knot free, really shiny. It's absolutely amazing. I have been using them for years and years, and I cannot recommend them enough. So that is my kind of like the daily hair wash. I don't wash my hair every day, but if you did want to, those are the ones you could use every day. Once a week-ish, just depending on when I need it, I use a purple shampoo. Most women, men, if you've got grey hair, highlighted hair, blonde hair, you need a purple shampoo. Purple shampoo basically takes out the brassiness of the hair. So my hair today looks quite silver and quite bright because I used a purple shampoo day before yesterday. And then today when I washed my hair, it just really refreshes it. And I use the Kerotin purple shampoo. This brand are absolutely awesome. It is a completely natural product, and it says it's got coconut oil, chamomile extract, provitamin B5, specially formulated for blonde and grey hair, no added parabens, sulfates and sodium chloride, which is awesome. So I love this brand, and it's such a purple shampoo. I can't sip it too much because it's quite liquidy, but look at that colour. It is really, really bright purple. It smells good too. So not that super important, but what I do is with this, I mix it with my shampoo. So I put one like squirt of my shampoo in my hand, and I put a squirt of this in my hand, sort of mix the two together, because purple shampoos can be quite drying. I don't seem to get much lather out of them, and I do like a bit of a lather. So I use the two together and then just go in with my conditioner afterwards. Then we get into the kind of, after you've washed your hair, it's towel dried, makeup's on, what do we do now? I take 2 pumps now on my hair. The length of my hair is now, and I am actually growing my hair even longer, but the length that it is now, I use 2 pumps of my hair oil, and this is the Kerastase rose oil, and it is the rose Elixir Ultime, and this is actually for coloured hair. But I just love the rose fragrance, and it's a hair oil. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I use 2 pumps for that. And I've also got the original Elixir Ultime as well. I have one in my bathroom, one in my bedroom. So I use 2 pumps of that from mid-length to ends. Don't go anywhere near your roots, because obviously, unless you have dry hair, my hair is quite oily. And then over top of that, I either use the Defense Thermique by Kerastase, and this it sort of helps your hair to fall out less. Now, apparently you lose, 150 to 200 strands of hair a day just from brushing it and just the wind and stuff like that. But this, it's for weakened hair, anti-fall, fortifying blow dry fluid. So I use this, or I use this, and this is the hyaluronic acid detangling spray from Kerotin. My hair gets so knotty, and the only reason I say this or that is I don't like to weigh my hair down with loads of products, but this has become one of my favourite products of all time, mainly because it works so well. So I spray this at my mid-lengths to ends after I get out of the shower, and then when I brush my hair, when my hair's towel dried, this literally, the knots just fall out. Like, I don't know what magic is in this. It hydrates, detangles and protects from heat damage, which is all tick, 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 tick for me. I love this. Kerotin, they very kindly sent me these products, and I do have a code for you. I'll put it here. But honestly, you know me by now. I do not recommend something unless I love it, and I love it. So this, if you have knotty hair, this is a must-have. And then sometimes as well, depending on, so on certain days, depending on the mood I'm in, so if I just say I've used the detangling spray, then I might go in with the Kerastase Thermique, oh my god, my French is awful, Regenerant, and this is a youth revitalizing blow dry care for lengths and ends. So I used this today after the detangling spray, and honestly, I mean, my hair just looks really healthy and shiny. Like, I absolutely love it. And I've been using this now for about a month or so, and I have noticed that my hair is a bit shinier and a bit healthier, so I really like it. And what it says it does is, it doesn't really say anything. It says youth revitalizing blow dry care. But I figured because my hair is silver and grey, not all over, like it's salt and pepper, it's very dark at the back, like there is no grey really at the back. So I really enjoy this, and I am getting older, so why not? A little bit of youth revitalizing, love that for me. Then once a week I haven't been doing this in winter. Let me rewind, because you know what I'm going to say now. If you watch me on Instagram, you know what I'm going to say. Philip Kingsley is my go-to for hair. Philip Kingsley, Kerastase and Kerotin are like my three faves. And I first started using Philip Kingsley when I tried the Elasticizer. This is a pre-shampoo conditioning treatment. At first, I struggled to fit it in my routine. And what I used to do was, when I cleaned the flat on a on a weekend, I used to damp my hair, because you have to damp your hair, apply this to the mid-lengths and ends for at least 20 minutes before you, this is a new one, before you wash it out. Oh my God, it's so good. And then you wash it out and you do your shampoo and conditioner, and then you carry on. And what this does is, this makes your hair more elastic and it makes it less prone to breakage. And when you blow dry your hair, or when I blow dry my hair, I either use a round brush or I use my Dyson Airwrap. If I use the round brush, you have to get that tension to straighten the hair. This product over time makes your hair more elastic so that you can stretch it without breaking it. When I say this has changed my hair, I am not joking. Now what I do is, when I go to the gym, I go to the gym like 2 or 3 times a week. When I go to the gym, usually at the weekends, so if I go in the week, it's super early in the morning. So on a Sunday, I will damp my hair down, put this on mid-lengths and ends, then I'll put it in a bun and I'll just go to the gym. I will sweat for an hour and then I'll come home, wash this off, wash my hair. The minute you start blow drying your hair, you can see the difference. Like the shine and the gloss and everything is insane with this. This product at the moment, this month in March, if you're watching this in March 2023, the Philip Kingsley Elasticizer is the 1 litre, and honestly, like, it lasts years. This is new. I say this is new. This is my Coconut Breeze Elasticizer that I got the 1 litre of last year on QVC, and I just keep putting it in here. And honestly, it's still going strong. So I'll link below the new one, and it's got bluebell. It's like a bluebell fragrance. I've got the shampoo and conditioner. They're gorgeous. So the scent's amazing for spring. But if you've never tried Elasticizer, use the link below. Try Elasticizer. With this month's product of the month, there's no P&P on it. You can test it for 60 days and you can return it if you don't like it. You've got to pay to return it, but that's it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. If you've got hair on your head, you need Elasticizer. Plain and simple. Now, styling. I cannot live without these two things, and they kind of go hand in hand. So if I need volume in my hair, I didn't actually use this today because I was using my Dyson Airwrap, and I don't need the volume when I use that, but my hair is very fine, if we've established. It doesn't really do very much, it just kind of goes. So I use the Ouai volume spray. I am dangerously low, but I have another. Don't you worry, I am not out of this. Ouai is the brand created by Jen Atkin of Kardashian fame. She is, I think, Kylie and Kendall's hairstylist and Chloe's hairstylist, I believe. Anyway, either way, she's awesome. This is a great weightless volume spray. You can see the consistency, it's like water. I just spray it in my roots all around, brush it through, tip my head upside down, dry it, big hair, don't care. This is the one. And then if you're going out for the night and you really want to pump that volume up, I use the Ouai Texturising Hairspray. I have banged on about this for years on my channel and on my Instagram and on Trash Talk. This is my 14 billionth tube that I've gone through and I adore it. She explains it as, didn't think it was possible to maintain hold in an effortless style without the crunch. We found the way. This ultra light weight hairspray holds your undone style, blah, 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 blah. And it says, it's almost like as if dry shampoo and texturizing spray had a baby. That's exactly what this is. This is awesome. It leaves your hair slightly gritty, so if you just washed your hair and you want the extra volume, it gives it that kind of undone grit. I'm going out this evening. I will use it later because my hair right now is so super shiny and glossy, which I know, first world problems, but I will want some volume in it later when I go out. This is the one, and the smell of the Ouai products are absolutely gorgeous. That's kind of my usual routine of hair stuff. That's all the hair stuff that I have. Now, advice. If you're thinking about growing out your hair and now the world has returned to normal, how will you be treated by the world when you are growing out your hair? I am going to be honest, obviously. The first few months, you do feel like you've just let yourself go. Because normally when we dye our hair, you have roots, you have a tiny bit of root, but people think, oh, you know, she's going to get her hair done soon. When it gets to like here, you think people are a bit like, sort yourself out. This is where I tried all of the root sprays. I tried all that stuff. When those root sprays came out, they were a godsend, and then it started to rain and you have black like coming down your face. It's not cute. If you forget and you do this to your hair, if you like rub your hair, you get black fingers and stuff. It's really not good. In the end, I just went cold turkey and thought, do you know what? It is what it is. I have to just embrace it. When it came to spring and summer, I used to get a clip and I used to like do it like this. So I would put my hair up and half down. So the bit that was growing out kind of ended here, and then the rest just kind of fell. And like, I tried to manipulate it that way, but like keeping it up as much as possible because it kind of all just blended in. And obviously it depends how much silver you have. As you can see, I haven't got a great deal, but when your hair is really dark and your other hair is really light, it does show. It does make a difference. It does make you feel super self-conscious. I don't wear hats. I don't wear baseball hats and that kind of stuff. So I just had to embrace it and think, do you know what? And then after another couple of months, it was like people kind of knew what you were doing because it got to like here. And then they were like, okay, I get what's happening now. There becomes that point where it's like, has she just let herself go? And then, oh, it's a thing. And I just started telling people, I was like, yeah, I'm just growing out my hair, you know, whatever. And then I started documenting it on YouTube, and that gave me a lot more confidence with it. I became very confident about talking about it. I became very empowered. I felt like I was taking back control, because when I was dyeing my hair, I was kind of like, who am I actually doing this for? Am I doing it for me? Do I want to dye my hair? And yes, I did, because I always had done. But then when I stopped doing it, I was like, man, I didn't really actually care that much. Like, I think it looks good. And then I started changing up my makeup and things, and I started wearing like lighter colours and slightly cooler toned. And obviously today I've completely not done that. But it doesn't matter what you put on your face. Like, there are all these rules, like, oh, once you have silver hair, you can't wear orange bronzy eye makeup anymore. So not true. Oh, you can't wear like grey colours because it makes you look really washed out. Depending on your skin tone, I love wearing grey, and I think it really just shows up my hair. I love grey eyeliner, eyeshadow. I mean, you see today I've got like cooler toned eye makeup on, and it's just so much fun. I absolutely love it. And when I look back at photos of me with my super, super, super dark hair, I actually think now that makes me look older, because it looked quite harsh. I think my hair now, because it's my natural hair colour, it looks natural. It looks like it suits my face and my whole look. And I have said it before on this channel, I'll say it again. Mother Nature is a great stylist. She knows what she's doing. Trust the process. Trust Mother Nature, because she will never put you wrong. It's all about how you feel. If you don't like it, if you've grown a bit out and you don't like it, fine, you go over it. It doesn't matter, but you tried. But if you want to do it and you quite like it, who gives a monkey's what anybody else thinks? You know, I genuinely like don't really care that much if somebody doesn't like it. Okay, it's my head, it's my hair. I love it. And it's another thing, money. You save so much money. I dyed my hair, I think it was like 45 or 50 pounds every 6 weeks. That's a lot. Over the year, that's a lot of money. And all I do now, as you can see, I use my hair products here, but that's it. I get my hair cut or trimmed or whatever twice, 3 times a year because it's so healthy. It doesn't need it. Heat styling tool wise, I have the Dyson Supersonic hairdryer, the Dyson Corral hair straighteners, and the air wrap. Now I got my Supersonic hairdryer in 2017. I got my air wrap in 2018, and I treated myself this Christmas to the Corral. So yes, they are considered purchases, they are expensive, but I've done this over like 6 or 7 years. So if I had to recommend one to you, I would say choose the one that you use most. Like, if the Supersonic hairdryer is second to none, like second to none, an amazing hairdryer. But if you are a slave to the straighteners, I would say get the straighteners, because you may or may not know this, but if you use too much heat on your silver hair, it can discolor it. And the biggest risk of that is obviously hair straighteners, because the heat is so high. But with Dyson products, and as much as I disagree with the whole Dyson brand when it comes to their views on Brexit and stuff, I have to say their products are amazing, and I hate it. I haven't bought my new Hoover and everything. I haven't bought a Dyson one, but their hair products, I'm really sorry, I can't not buy them. And they're amazing. And the straighteners all their hair products don't get to a heat that damages your hair. So that is partly why my hair is so healthy, because I look after it with all of the right tools. I still use heat protectants, like all of these hair products have got heat protectants in them, and that's great to do, but I don't need them, but it's good to have anyway. That's pretty much it. But honestly, I would just say, if you're tempted to try it, just try it. It goes by so quick. I can't believe it's been 3 years since I last dyed my hair. It's absolutely mad. I mean, the date today is, I'm doing this video 1 week ahead of time. So next week it's going to be like the 11th or 12th. It's the 12th of March. So tomorrow, 3 years ago, we went into lockdown. God, awful. I've completely blocked all that stuff out. I think probably most of us have, right? But anyway, I'm going to give you a 360 of my hair, and let's just keep on keeping on. I really hope you found this video useful, interesting, just to nose around what sort of products I use and things. I think it's quite interesting. But thank you so much for all your support over the last 3 years, and to being so kind on my hair grow out journey. The comments have been beautiful. I've made some really good friends along the way through the community that we're still in touch now. They're still going strong with their silver hair. I'm going to link their channels below. Check them out. They're absolutely brilliant. Especially Lisa from Peaches Skincare, my friend Catherine Hopkins. Her channel is amazing and her hair is so beautiful. My beautiful friend Charlotte. And and my friend Debra. They all are stunning women with stunning silver hair. Debra and Liedy, they are the more mature ladies with silver hair, but honestly, check out Debra's style. She is such a queen, and Liedy's hair is gorgeous, and she puts some really inspirational content on her channel. So go give the ladies a follow, tell them I sent you, and enjoy them. Guys, I will see you next week for another video. Next week's video is going to be trash talk. So if you made it to the end of this one, congratulations. Next week's going to be trash talk, my beauty empties. I'm going to be filming it next. I'll be wearing the same attire. So have a great week, and I will see you next week to talk some trash. Take care, guys.